Left for dead and his share of the loot stolen, cold-blooded professional thief Parker travels cross-country to seek revenge on those who double-crossed him and reclaim what is rightfully his, even if it means going up against the largest organized crime outfit in the land, in Darwyn Cooke's adaptation of Richard Stark's The Hunter. Hey! It's Gutter Trash, episode 153! Parker the Hunter by Darwyn Cooke. My name is Eric.
And I'm his friend Jason.
That works too.
How's it going?
It's going okay. How about you?
I think I'm excellent.
Okay, alright.
I just ate a werewolf.
You drank a werewolf?
I drank a werewolf.
Yeah. You ate a veggie sub.
I did.
Yeah.
With pepper jack cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were going nuts today.
Today was a crazy day.
Yeah. You got some pepper jack cheese.
I got some pepper jack cheese. I got some honey mustard.
And some honey mustard. Wouldn't that cancel each other out, you think?
A little sweet and a little hot.
Yeah.
Just like I like.
Like me.
Yeah, just like I like my co-hosts. A little sweet, a little hot. Yeah, I'd never had the pepper jack cheese from the Subway.
Yeah.
And in addition, I'd never had the honey mustard from the Subway.
Uh-huh.
It was a good combo. Very good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pepper jack cheese tastes like pepper jack cheese, I would assume.
Yeah.
As does the honey mustard.
Well, the veggie patty from the Subway is, it's filling, but it's not exactly tasty.
Okay.
So you gotta put a bunch of flavors on top of that thing.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
the other vegetables don't work?
Well, they help, but a sauce, a little oregano,
Yeah.
a little cheese, a little spice. But yeah, that pepper jack cheese, man, really did the trick.
Now, with, you being a vegetarian and all, would you, just out of curiosity, out of a hypothetical situation here, could you order a veggie sub from Subway?
Right.
And get some provolone cheese on it, and maybe get some of the spaghetti sauce that they have the meatballs in?
Ooh, no.
Too much meat taint?
Yeah. Meat taint. That's all I'm open for Cavalier Conspiracy McGuffey's there. No, I could, and I bet I wouldn't get sick, but I bet my stomach would be a little upset with me. Yeah, just from, I've eaten chicken and fish in the last, few years, but it's been close to 20 years since I've had any beef or pork. Okay. So I think it would play havoc on my system. Even that little bit of, osmosis or whatever.
Right. Now, I'm pretty sure that it means Subway, that everything there has been touched by meat.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, because everything comes in little plastic, containers. And
right, but they just kind of slop shit around.
Yeah, and I don't think they changed the gloves after they fixed yours before they fixed mine.
Right,
so,
yeah.
But, you take what you can get.
Right,
it's a Subway. It's like if I was going to Peaches in Yellow Springs, which is known for their vegetarian cuisine, I would expect a certain level of quality. But, when I go to Subway, I'm like, well, I'm eating for $5.
See, when I would go to Peaches in Yellow Springs, I would be more worried about the fact that a hippie who hasn't showered in 17 years is making my food.
Well, I've been building up immunity to hippie germs over the years. I think I'm pretty much safe from them. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I would be worried about patchouli.
Oh, yeah.
Just general dreadlock funk.
Oh, dreadlock funk, yeah. I had my dreadlock funk shot, so I think I'm good. I did not have my meatball shot, so. Yeah. But yeah, tasty little meal we had there from Subway.
Yeah, I got a soup.
Yeah.
I love a soup.
You get the chicken soup, right?
Chicken and dumplings.
Oh.
Yeah. Not enough places serve soup.
Yeah, I agree.
This is something I have harped about for a while. There are not enough soup options in the world.
I've seen you out there with your "Bring Me the Soup" placard,
Yeah.
protesting the various eateries around town.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have reached.
Doesn't seem to work, yeah.
You got to take it right to the main office. Like you're on the street where the workers are,
Right.
and they're behind your cause. You know?
I am part of the Occupy fast food movement. And I should be taking just as seriously as the Occupy Wall
you
Street.
probably should. Yes, no more, no less. You know, I know. I mean, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but I remember years ago when you were, you were on your way to Dublin, Ohio, to meet with Dave Thomas about getting soup in Wendy's, and he mysteriously passed on. Mm-hmm. I'm not one to just, throw around words like Big Brother and stuff like that, but I gotta say, I think there might be a connection.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't in that situation I be the one being taken care of?
Well, I mean, you got your assassin, and when you get different grades of assassins, some of them get confused when they're on the job. I mean, they just know that their job is to assassinate. They don't really know which party. I mean, it's a he said, she said. It's black and white. It's a gray area.
Oh, shit.
The important thing is everyone knows that soup is good food.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the moral of this story.
Yeah. And one more thing I would like to say, speaking of Wendy's, I'd like to applaud Wendy's for taking the ironic hipster movement and turning it back on itself.
What did it do?
Annoying asshole hipsters will generally wear like an old vintage t-shirt that they maybe find in a thrift store, or perhaps something that was custom made or made brand new, but it is an old thing.
Like ironic or something?
Yeah. And there's a Wendy's campaign going on right now in which the commercial features a guy at a thrift store buying a "Where's the Beef" t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
And walking around the streets and everybody looking at the shirt and promoting Wendy's the burger.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the Where's the Beef ads when I was a kid.
Yeah. They are back.
Nice.
Just not with the old lady.
Oh, well, she's probably...
Just a hipster douchebag. Which I don't think has the lasting appeal as kindly old lady.
Yeah, I like that. I like the old ladies better. Yeah. I haven't seen the new one, though.
So, way to go Wendy's for taking the ironic hipster douchebag and making him corporate. That is the perfect way to kill a movement, and I applaud it.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Now everyone will shave and get beards and stop protesting bullshit.
Go get jobs at Wendy's. Because that's all they know. If I didn't work at Mavericks, I'd probably work at Wendy's, honestly. Yeah. I'd be like, you need me to drop another bucket of fries? Which, nothing against those that do.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Oh, everything against those that do.
I'm just saying I wouldn't want to have to do that. But I would. I've got a dog and a cat to feed.
Yeah. I would probably rather just die.
Yeah? Yeah. That's always an option.
Yeah. So, what do you say we get into this bookie book?
We got a book to talk about.
Yeah. Parker the Hunter by Darwin Cook. Adapted from the novel by Richard Stark, a.k.a. Donald Westlake.
There's a lot of names.
There isn't a lot of names here. This is a graphic novel adaptation of a novel that
is pretty graphic.
It's graphic.
Yeah.
That I've also seen two different movie adaptations of
Really?
Almost technically 3.
Really?
Yep.
Of this story?
Of this exact same story.
This is news to me.
Yes. The first movie adaptation of this was called Point Blank, with Lee Marvin.
I think that had Keanu Reeves and Gary Busey.
That is Point Break.
Oh.
Made in 1967. Scant 5 years after the novel was originally published.
Wow.
And Donald Westlake, a.k.a. Richard Stark, refused to let anyone use the name of the character in the book, which is Parker. So in the Point Blank movie, his name was Walker. And there are changes here and there between the two sources, but pretty much the same story.
Yeah.
And then in 1999, a movie with Mel Gibson came out called Payback,
Oh, I've heard of that.
which is based on this. He was also not allowed to be called Parker, so his name was Porter in that. And then about 7 years after that, the director's cut of that movie was released to DVD, which is called Payback, the Straight Up Edition, which is a entirely different movie.
Really?
Entirely different movie. But also the same movie.
But he was still called Porter.
Yep. He would not allow anyone to use the name Parker until Darwin Cook did this.
Well, now I've heard Donald or Richard, whatever you want to call him, he's passed away.
Yes.
Was it his estate that allowed Darwin Cook to use it? Or
No, he was still alive when Darwin Cook started this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just was not. He passed on before the book was finished.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. But it was with his approval, and he gave his blessing to use the name Parker.
Now, I wonder why that is. Was he more of a fan of Darwin Cook than he was of Mel Gibson? Who could be?
You have to think, at the time, Mel Gibson was not reviled as he was,
That's true.
in 1997 or so, whenever that movie first started. Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder why.
Well, and besides, it goes all the way back to 1967.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Wow.
You need to pay attention to what I say.
19 what? But this was set in 62. Okay. Well, yeah, no, that is weird, though.
Yeah.
I just find that strange.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't like the films. He doesn't like the talkies.
Maybe he just wants his work to stand on its own. He wants the character to be its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think he wrote like 28 novels with that character.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's surprising.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of him before.
Yeah.
Before Joe, I actually got this book. I don't know if you remember, as my groomsman gift from Joe G.
I do not remember because I was not privy to any of that information.
Oh,
I was merely guest at wedding.
oh.
Drunk guest.
Well-
that nobody even told I was allowed to have something other than beer.
That's right. I remember that episode.
Still bitter. Happy anniversary, Joe.
Oh, well, the only reason I was led into the groomsmen party is because I know some nasty, dirty shit on Joe, and I promised not to let his wife know about it.
Can you tell me off air?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I'll fucking draw you a picture.
Sweet.
Because that's the only way I can bring myself to talk about it. It's that dirty.
What if I put you under hypnosis?
Yeah, let's do it right
All
now. Okay.
So this is like the fifth time that I've read this story.
Wow,
essentially.
yeah. So you didn't watch those in the last week to prepare. You've already seen all those.
I had seen both versions of Payback. I saw the first version of Payback back when it first came out on DVD.
Right.
And, when the director's cut came out, I watched that when that came out. I did watch Point Blank within the past week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. How does that compare?
To the book or to Payback?
I'm not interested in Payback for some reason.
All right.
But yeah, it's the book.
I would, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, Payback, the director's cut, recommended.
Really?
Entirely recommended.
Really?
Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie.
Okay.
Regular version,
Yeah.
yeah. Point Blank, somewhere between.
Okay.
Yeah. Compared to the book is better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh. So you like the book?
I did enjoy the book.
How could you not?
Exactly. It's amazing. Darwin Cook is, god damn it. I look at his art, and not only is he just probably one of the best storytellers working in comics.
Yeah.
I look at his art and how simple the line art is, just uncluttered, but at the same time kind of messy, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just so absolutely jealous of what he is able to convey with just a couple of lines.
Right. Yeah, I think this would be the top of his game as far as what I've seen by him.
Yeah.
I haven't read everything he's ever done, but...
Neither have I.
But, I think this is the best looking, stuff he's done.
I would agree. And it's all just black and white with like a blue wash.
Yeah.
It's not even a wash, because it's just one tone.
Yeah, it's like this grayish, bluish... Do you think, like, if you saw original artwork from this, like an original page, do you think it would just be black and white? And you think that's all digital?
I don't think it's digital.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Maybe.
It doesn't look... There's parts of it where there's like almost a zipatone type dot pattern to some of the that blue wash stuff.
Right.
But then there's other times where it does look like he used a paintbrush to put it on.
Right.
I was really curious about that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some digital work going on. I don't think there's too many professional artists working nowadays who haven't at least dabbled.
Yeah. Bastards. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it looks so awesome, that one color tone. It just gives it a very... It almost makes it look like an old black and white noir movie. Because it has that one kind of tone. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got like heavy blacks in it, and then, there's just that one colored blue that's throughout.
Right.
Like, very, very rarely do you see, like a different shade of it anywhere.
Right.
And if you do, it's usually just, like, a dry brush effect or something like that. Like, that panel I'm pointing to right now.
Yeah, on page 49.
Take a look at it, audience.
And those, like, you can see on these faces, those kind of look like it's some sort of computer tone. Like, it's got, like, a hatch pattern in that stuff.
Okay, yeah, they're like a zipatone pattern.
But then there's other times where it completely doesn't look like that.
So maybe, I would say he probably just enhanced it with the digital.
Yeah.
But probably hand-painted all of it.
It's incredible.
I would hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's all him, though. Like, there's no other
yeah.
credit. He wrote and drew this thing.
Well, he adapted.
Well, yeah. Yeah. He created Donald Westlake and Richard Starks and Parker and Eric and Jason. Just for this podcast.
For all part of Darwin Cook's world.
Wouldn't that be nice, honestly?
I heard he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he is. That's what I've heard. I've heard he fights guys. But I mean, like, I don't think I get the impression that he's a dick. I get the impression that he's old school. Like, where he doesn't put up with kind of modern shit, where everybody was kind of a little more gruff and, like, to the point, know, and they didn't beat around the bush so much. I think he's just, like, old school.
I would call that a dick.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic, a dick, whatever you want to, however you want to define it.
Of course, I don't, I've with social networking and everything, I've really been turned off by a lot of comic creators lately.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're all just kind of douchebags.
You get to know them a little too well.
Yeah. I'm, maybe I should just get off the internet.
I think everyone should a little bit, at least.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just stop following comic creators.
There you go.
Except for Mike Norton, he's not a dick.
And Kyle Holtz.
Kyle Holtz is awesome.
Holtz, yeah.
Holtz, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Holt. I don't know. I've heard
him say Holt. Yeah. There's no L in it.
No, there's no. But hey, he's awesome enough to put his own consonants in there.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
Sometimes why?
Some comic creators are fine, but some of the ones that whose work I really, really enjoy, I don't know. Maybe they're just bitter dealing with other super annoying comic people, but
I bet. I mean, it seems like one of those careers where, like, you want to get into it so badly, and once you do, there's probably all this extra, I mean, I don't want to use the word baggage, but there's all this extra hurdles and like, you know, like I wouldn't, if I was super successful, I don't think I would even want to go to, like, you know, San Diego Commons and promote my work. I would just want to be in my little home writing and drawing, you know?
Right.
And I'm sure a lot of these people get, you know, I mean, I'm sure they appreciate their fans, but
Right.
there's a point where, you know, it's probably annoying too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
That's
sure.
it. When I'm done here today, I'm unfollowing every comic.
Nice. Even me.
I don't follow you because you're not on.
Oh, that's right.
But if you were, yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I would just tell you what was going on anyway.
Right, yeah.
You would know before the internet.
The only one I'll keep on is Kurt Dims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard he's kind of a dick in real life.
Well, he kind of is, yeah. But
Old school.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. Yeah. That's how he coined the phrase. You know, he describes himself as old school.
Yeah, because I want to enjoy all these people without the baggage of knowing what their personalities are actually like.
Right.
I don't want to read interviews. I've always hated behind the scenes kind of shit anyway.
Really, I always love behind the scenes, but it always spoils it a little for me.
Yeah.
But I'm like addicted to it.
I mean, you know, like if I even had the desire to make comics anymore, like I would just make them. I wouldn't like read what other people do. I would just do it.
Yeah.
It just seems better that way.
It is, but there's this compulsion for me. Like I love reading interviews with musicians and artists that I like, and not always, but 80% of the time I like them a little less after I read the interview.
Right.
Just something they say, you know, just comes across as like douchey or, but you know, then every once in a while somebody like, you know, proves me wrong, but.
Right. But that's not the point of this.
That's what we're talking about.
The point of this is Parker.
The Hunter.
The Hunter. And all his various adaptations.
So, it surprised me when you said that he made upwards of 30 books starring Parker.
Yeah.
Because Parker, not a likable character.
Nope. Which is also part of the reason why there has to be a director's cut of the movie Payback. Because that version of it tested, and people didn't like it. Because Mel Gibson's character was kind of an evil asshole in it.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Parker is just a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Straight up.
And it's not like just a super suave Cary Grant diamond thief.
No.
He's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. He is a brutal motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why audiences, you know, like your vast public that goes to see a Mel Gibson movie
Right.
would be a little upset by that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. At least back then.
Yeah. Right, now they're like,
Now
wow,
they're
he's
like,
so
he's so tame.
compared to the Mel Gibson. Yeah. How do you hold it back like that? He wasn't even urinating on any Jews or anything. But yeah, I think I mean, like, there's parts of the book where you're glad that he's tearing someone down a little bit because
Right.
they're even more of an asshole maybe than he
Right,
is.
right.
But it's always like, you know, there's no like. I think the only good guys in this book are some of the women. Like, they're like the only likable, like, decent characters, and only some of them.
I would say one. One of them.
I forget the lady's name, but the lady that tells him where Mal Resnick is. And,
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think Lynn's kind of likable too, because she was being forced into this horrible situation.
But she wasn't. She brought it on herself.
Well,
Like it was her choice to. I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
It's the very first thing.
yeah.
She's the one that shoots Parker and leaves him for dead, and then escapes with Mal with the money.
But she's being forced by Gunn to do this.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
No, she isn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
They threatened to kill her and Mal. They're like, either way.
But she still does it.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's not
And-
exactly, like, altruistic or anything, but it's,
No, like, I don't know, maybe it's just the other versions that I've seen that are clouding me on this, but, like, in those versions and what I get from this is that she is totally doing this on her own,
right.
thing.
She seemed to fight it a little bit in this, and like, they were like, well, we're gonna kill both of you if you don't. So she was like, well, might as well save myself. So, I mean, like I said, that's not completely, virtuous, but I don't think she would have done it without being forced to.
I think she would have.
No, that.
Yeah.
Well, But yeah, definitely all the dudes in this story, not very likable.
Nope. Well, they're criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually try to, like, rose color one of the criminals, especially, like, when the book is titled his name.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
give you a little bit of somebody to root for. And, like I said, at times you do root for him, but
Right.
overall, he's a bastard.
I think, I mean, yeah, he's definitely not likable. But I think he's, I think it's the story that helps propel it along.
And he's drawn so well.
Oh, well, there's that too. Yeah. But again, like even in the movie adaptations, it's still basically the same character. He's still just an unlikable dick.
Right.
But, I think the power of the story, keeps it going without you ever stopping to think that, man, why am I watching you? Why am I reading about you? Yeah.
Yeah, that is impressive to me, because usually, unless there's at least one character who's, consistently in the story,
Right.
who you like, it's hard to really get into it and even care.
Right.
But you do, because, just this, I don't know, the situations and, like, you think, you keep pulling for him, like, I kept going, like, maybe he'll come out of this and he'll be, a lot nicer of a guy, and, like, it doesn't really happen, though.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe when he goes to Florida in the second book. Spoiler. Shit.
I think it was already spoiled by the fact that there were 30 books featuring this
Well,
character.
yeah, he lives on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't all prequels.
Yeah. the second through the 30th all take place in the funeral parlor. There's people telling stories about Parker. Oh man. Was this originally single issues? Because it was told in like 5 chapters or 4 chapters or something. It was like book 1, book 2.
No.
Okay, so it was just one graphic novel.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a little curious about that. Wow, what a work of art, though.
It is. It's, yeah, I think, I really like the story, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have seen 17 versions of it.
You saw the one-man show over at the local high school?
Right, yeah. But I think the art is definitely an added super bonus with this.
It's so stellar.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, just some of these images here, it's so, like you said, simple. It's so pulpy, too. Like, there's just so many, like, iconic, like, pulp characters and scenes and buildings and, just like, even everything down to the bags that these, like, gunmen carry. And it's like, it's all so pulpy.
Yeah. Everything there is to basically just tell the story. Like, there's nothing there that is just, Darwin Cook, artistically masturbating or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
Everything is just in service of getting you to the end of the book.
I love the little details too about how corrupt everyone is. Like when Hunter finally, or Parker finally finds, Hunter, when Fred Dryer, when he finds, he's like on his trail to Mal and he finds that seedy poker game. And then there's like just a cop sitting there playing with all these like underworld criminals.
Yeah.
And he's in uniform and everything. Like, I mean, just like, it's like just good imagery like that. Just like nobody's completely good in this book.
Right. No one's good in this book.
Yeah. Except for that one. What's that one lady's name?
Rose and Wanda.
Rose and the other strippers or call girls or?
It's one woman.
Okay, same lady.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose and Wanda. Yeah.
And I believe Hooker.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very likable.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Of course, she gets fucked over too. So,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone gets fucked over except for Parker.
Yeah. And he's just as deserving as most of them to get fucked over.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. That's weird. That doesn't sound like a glowing review, but we both really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, it's excellent. Well, it's noir.
Yeah.
You know,
bad things happen.
bad things happen.
Like, even, like Parker even just, like, accidentally kills some lady when he's, trying to do a little spy work. And he, like, barely thinks anything twice about it. And she's just some lady. It's not like, she works for the bad guys or anything.
He didn't intend to kill her.
Yeah, but he's like, oh well.
Yeah. He calls the cops to let them know that someone's dead.
Yeah. That's
upstanding.
Yeah. Yeah. That's basically the equivalent of breaking down and crying.
That's a whoopsie moment.
That's what we would do.
Yeah.
You run over a kid and you leave a note on their windshield or something. Parents' windshield or something. Huh. So, actually on the second book of this, I'm gonna read that sometime soon.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
I would like to borrow that from you.
Yeah. I actually bought that one with my own cash money.
Ooh. I'd still like to borrow that from you. I don't know if that's gonna affect anything.
I don't loan things out unless I can, have traded, like, gifts and, foodstuffs for them. Cash money stuff? No, sir, doesn't leave my side. You've seen the duffel bag I carry on my trunk. It's all the stuff I've bought with my cash over the years.
And when you run out of cash, then you take another job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Till someone fucks it up for you.
Some dame, usually. Yeah, like even that, like at the beginning, he's like, here's this lifestyle I live because I'm ripping everyone off. And, you're like, it's sort of like a gangsta rapper. Like, you're like, what an asshole, yet he's living the good life.
Yeah. I like, one of my favorite things about this book and, the other adaptations are, the opening scene where he, returns to New York. And he basically cons his way into just getting a blank checkbook.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then buys a bunch of shit and then pawns it so he can get cash. It's amazing.
I know. I love stuff like that in movies and books like this where, like, this was set in 1962, and, it'll show you things like how easily certain things were done.
Right.
Like I know it happens in Drugstore Cowboy, too, the movie, where there's not a lot done with, like, fingerprints and, like, camera. There's no cameras anywhere. And, like, it makes me wonder, like, 30, 40 years in the future when people are looking back at our, like, current time here.
Right.
Or they're, reading works of fiction based in our time, set in our time. If they're like, wow, it was so easy to do stuff like that and you didn't have, holographic, nano police and, I mean, like, it just seems like it'd be so easy to be a bank robber in the 50s and 60s, or just a criminal in general, because just technology was so base back then.
No cameras back then. Nobody had
cell phone
instant cameras on them at all times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and, like, no CSI bullshit.
Of course, the fingerprints thing is a part of the plot to this book as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But they wouldn't have had his fingerprints had he been double-crossed.
Oh? Wait a minute, how? How so?
Well, the whole thing was that, after he was left for dead, he was arrested and put in prison, and so he now had his fingerprints on the
That's
file.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Which is something that, up to that point, he had avoided.
That's right. He was laying low.
Yeah.
Being keen.
Yes. So Resnick fucked him over.
Stupid Mal Resnick.
Yeah. Another thing I love about this book is the whole thing, he's getting his revenge on Resnick, basically for leaving him and stealing his wife, but also for stealing his part of the loot, which, is to a huge criminal organization, a paltry amount of money.
Right.
And everyone is pretty much just flabbergasted that anyone would be causing this much chaos for so little money.
Which was thousands of dollars. Right?
Well, yeah, to us it would be, you know.
Especially in the 60s. That
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
lot. That was
yeah.
a lot of money back then. But yeah, you're right. It's funny. They're like, what? Over that?
But they still refuse to give them to him.
Yeah.
That's the principle.
That's how it works. All of our listeners know they've all had dealings with the underworld.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just a really good book. And,
I would say solid is the word to describe this book.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, it's not, like, you know, it doesn't, like, turn the genre on its ear,
Yeah,
but it's just, like, completely perfect as, like, this pulpy noir crime book.
Yeah. I would agree 100%. And, but I would say it's absolutely stellar, definitely art-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Darwin Cook is fucking amazing. I don't think I can emphasize that enough.
Oh, my gosh. I try to rip him off sometimes, but he's in a league of his own.
Yeah.
Just like Madonna and Mary Lou Retton. No, it was what was her name?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah.
And Gina Davis.
And Gina, I can't forget the Gina Davis.
No, I can't. Tom Hanks.
What?
Yeah.
How can you forget? Isn't John Lovitz in that movie too? Maybe.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
Alright then.
Yeah.
So, Parker, the Hunter. There's a second book out called something. It's on the last page.
The something.
Something.
I don't know. I forget what it's called.
I think it may be called The Outfit. But
That sounds right.
yeah,
That sounds right.
I can't remember. And I know that IDW, which published this book, is putting out a compendium of both of them called the Martini Edition.
Is it like one of those omnibus $100 things?
I don't know. Don't know.
You know, they're doing some neat stuff, like in the latest previews, IDW's publishing,
Marvel books.
yeah, like, the pencils of early Romita Spider-Man in an oversized
Yeah.
hardcover. That looks awesome.
They did a Thor hardcover that has all of Simonson's inks, like reprinted directly from the pages.
We actually had one of those at Mavericks, and I
Yeah.
got to flip through it. And it's amazing because, I don't know if you've seen every, like, page or whatever,
Yeah.
but there's, like, I thought it would just be, you know, like a cool scans of his line art.
Right.
But I mean, you can see every detail on the original artboards. I mean, there's, like,
Right.
coffee stains on some of them. There's, like,
Wow.
notes. There's, like, the page numbers at the top, all the blue line information. I mean, they just, like, it just looks like you're holding all of his original art. Wow. It's incredible. I mean, you can see whiteout. Like, I mean, it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Alright.
But they're like $100.
Yeah,
And
I don't think I could.
and usually if a comic shop orders a book with a $100 cover price, they charge us like $55, $60. These cost us like $75.
Right.
I mean, I think a lot of shops aren't carrying them because of the over like the small discount, but
Right.
yeah, we sold ours like instantly, the Thor one. So
That'd be something I think I'd like to see, but I don't know that I could warrant paying that much.
yeah, I mean, there's like if they did like a Flexman Tallow, one of those,
Right,
I couldn't stop myself.
Right.
There's certain artists, but yeah, I mean, like I love Simonson and I love Romita, but I wouldn't shell out $80 for that's a lot. Maybe Kirby, maybe. But.
Right. IDW good is what we've learned.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Sorry, tangent.
Except for that whole 30 days of night thing.
Well, that's keeping James busy. No, is it? Yeah, Isn't James doing?
I don't know.
I think he's doing colored flats for 30 days right now.
Oh.
So it keeps our listeners in cold beer and cheeseburgers.
Call me when he's flatting something I give a shit about.
Godzilla. Okay. Well, the flats are good.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I've never read 30 Days a Night or the
But
IDW.
you fucking recommended it to me.
Based on other people's, recommendations, probably. Sorry about that. I was passing along recommendations that I'd heard. That's what comic shop owners do, or managers, or peons, whatever.
You should actually recommend things you've read then. Because otherwise, then I wouldn't have bought a piece of shit like 30 Days a Night.
You know, there is one 30 Days a Night book I was thinking about reading sometime.
The one that Adam Jones wrote?
Well, no, I would consider that one too, but there's a David Lapham one. Like, he wrote and drew it. And it looks pretty cool. I flipped through it. But I don't know.
If it's not Stray Bullets, I don't care.
Yeah, I wish he would just do Stray Bullets. Yeah.
Sadly. I hate to say that, but it's pretty much all I want to see from that guy.
Yeah. I've tried some other stuff, like his Wolverine, or Punisher, Daredevil, and some Batman. Yeah, I never get it.
Wasn't that him?
Yeah, I even read, like, the first 6 of those, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun and weird, but it was no Stray Bullets.
Yeah.
Alas. But Darwin Cook.
Darwin Cook.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, this and Watchmen 2. Let's do it.
Is that gonna happen? Is that really gonna happen?
I think so.
Man.
That's what the rumors say.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing not Alan Moore.
No.
He's just too busy writing the screenplay for Watchmen 2. Yeah.
Yep. The animated series.
Yeah. Yeah. The web series.
Yeah. CG. Alright, let's take a break then.
Sounds good.
All I can say is I give this book my highest recommendation.
I'm with you.
Alright then. Let's,
No. Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hello.
What up?
Nothing.
So I just left the restroom.
Uh-huh.
And I always like to check myself in the mirror before when I leave the restroom, just to make sure I'm looking my best, especially for a podcast.
Right.
And I noticed I've noticed there's a picture of a monkey on my shirt.
Right.
And it made me think, did they ever catch the herpes monkey?
It was
eaten.
Yeah.
So I've heard like 8 stories on, like, I've heard he was alive, I heard he was dead, I heard he was eaten, I heard he was missing. He was definitely eaten.
Well, they've never found it, so they just assume that it was eaten.
What if he's out there somewhere?
That is the leading story on that.
What if he's like in an abandoned warehouse somewhere just...
Then he's gonna do whatever herpes monkeys do.
Well, what do they do?
I don't know.
This situation's never arisen before.
At least
Arisen? Arose.
risen.
Risen. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of worried.
Do
I mean,
people know what you're talking about? I don't think we've ever talked about this.
We're not. Well, I mean, if they.
I do know that the day that all this went down is the day that we recorded the Phantasm episode with Matt.
Okay.
And
I briefly mentioned it.
he tried to mention it, and then I tried to steer the conversation away as far as humanly possible. Because I did not want to get into that bullshit with him.
Right.
Because he is against the slaughter of exotic animals in Zanesville, Ohio. And I am not in control of any of what happened in Zanesville, Ohio.
Right.
So there should be no opinion on it whatsoever, other than, that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad. I mean, it
There
sucks.
can't be protests about something that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can try to protest the Civil War all I want. It's not going to change a goddamn thing.
Yeah. You're not gonna, do that again this year? You're not gonna put on your union suit?
I tried protesting like Civil War reenactments.
Yeah, well, that makes more sense, yeah. Because that's a waste of time, too.
It just got me beaten up by a bunch of guys with weird beards.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, yeah, I'm sure maybe we heard a lot more about this since we're only, I don't know, an hour or two away. I don't know how far Zanesville is.
I think it's about 100 miles east of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this fella
Yeah.
in Zanesville, Ohio, had a collection of pretty exotic animals.
Yeah. Lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my.
And herpes monkeys.
Oh my. And, he kind of snapped.
Yeah.
And,
Well, apparently he was kind of crazy beforehand anyway, and he'd had a lot of run-ins with the law.
right.
And his neighbors all say that he was just pretty weird anyway, so...
What?
Yeah.
A guy that owns an exotic animal
Right.
refuge in the middle of Ohio is weird?
In the middle of, like one of the smallest towns in Ohio.
Yeah.
Zanesville is not a huge place.
Especially not now that there's monkeys with venereal diseases roaming around the town. Everyone's packing up and leaving. So yeah, he went crazy and let them all out. Bears and everything.
Yep.
Like, he had lions and, and he killed himself right there. One of the animals probably ate his remains, who knows.
Probably.
Maybe a monkey raped him in the fudge tunnel.
Right.
Who knows? We don't know.
These things happen.
Yeah, yeah. If you're the owner of a monkey who has herpes, you've got to expect to be raped in the fudge tunnel after you kill yourself. It's just natural. But so yeah, and then and this happened at night. He let them out at night, and it was rainy. So they tried to tranquilize some of them, and didn't seem to be working. And
So they had to pretty much kill all of them.
yeah, they
I
killed
think.
50 of them, and
Yeah.
I think there's maybe a half dozen or so at the zoo.
I
Columbus.
never heard any of them being caught and put to the
Yeah,
zoo.
Jack Hanna said there's some at the Columbus Zoo.
Okay, I know that the Columbus Zoo came out to try to help with the situation and tranquilize them,
And they
but
couldn't
I
tranquilize.
never heard that they were successful. In
I
that.
actually read that in the paper.
Well, then why don't you know about the herpes monkeys, and why are you asking me?
Well, he didn't talk about the herpes monkeys. He was talking about. He said the deceased man who used to run the reserve, his wife apparently owns the animals now, but she had no way of keeping them. So, because the guy tampered with the cages, so they couldn't even get them back in the cages. And he was keeping them at the zoo until the legalities were sorted out. But yeah, it's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it probably turned out as best as it could have.
Yeah.
You know?
There's absolutely nothing that people like you and me could have ever done.
And
Other than shit our pants,
Yeah.
and a lion showed up at our house.
yeah, yeah, like I'm a vegetarian, I'm an animal lover, but, you're driving on the highway, or the road, and it says, beware of lions and bears, you know,
Right,
and,
yeah.
you're in, a rural area. You know, I mean, even if they tranquilize them, they would probably wake up the next morning in somebody's yard and just maul their
Right, yeah.
neighbors and their family pets. So, I mean, either way, something's gotta die. You
Right,
know?
yeah.
That's basically what it boils down to. So it's too bad.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah,
Herpes monkey. He might be out there somewhere.
But yeah, one of the animals was a monkey that apparently has herpes.
Yeah.
And I heard that one of the big cats ate it.
I heard that that's what they were assuming, but I've never actually read, like, they're like, yep, we found that, he was in the digestive tract of a leopard or something. Should I say leotard? That would have been weird.
Well, that could happen too. He is a herpes monkey.
Yeah. He might have been in a leotard. Who knows? Most people who wear leotards have herpes. It's just a
it's a thing that they do.
Look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Quick, let's edit Wikipedia.
Yeah. Well, it's Sunday. We always do that anyway.
That's true.
Just randomly pick something and change it. But that's too bad that happened. That's our local news for the month.
Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. I mean, there's just nothing that could have been done.
Right.
At least not 100 miles away, anyway.
If we would have had a Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine? If Superman would have been there, he would have rounded those things up. He would have froze them.
Yep. Maybe bent some steel bars around them.
Oh, I love it.
Custom made a cage, an unbreakable cage.
Could have used his heat vision for something.
Yeah, welded something.
Yeah.
Burned out all the herpes from the monkey.
Oh, yeah. Maybe like encircled the earth backwards a couple hundred times until the monkey no longer had herpes. Right before he was about to, go on that date with that slutty monkey. They call her the town taxi because she gives everybody a ride. The monkey said, "What up?" He didn't care. He had a few too many hot tamales. He was ready to get some action.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
I wish I knew a town taxi.
Yeah. Oh, they're out there. They're out there. Anything else fun going on? Other than herpes?
Batman.
You've been playing a lot of Batman.
Playing a lot of Batman.
How's that going?
I beat the game, sort of. Or
Huh?
at least I beat the main story. Now I'm just running around Arkham City solving riddles.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I saw the Edward Nigma lockbox or something on that.
Yeah.
What's that? It's just like a box full of riddles.
Basically. Yeah. When you solve one of them, he gives you the location of a hostage that he has taken.
Ooh.
And you have to go to a death trap to try to rescue them.
Oh. What does the death trap entail?
Usually like electrified floors, giant grinding things.
Wow. Typical like mad villain.
Yeah. Death trap.
Yeah, death trap, yeah. Okay. Like James Bond villain style.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played any video games. I did go to the George Lucas art show last night. Mm-hmm. The films of George Lucas, local artists interpreting the movies, and pretty awesome plethora.
Lots of Star Wars art.
Mostly, like I'd say 95% Star Wars art. Yeah.
This is why things like that need to stop.
But I mean, when you think of George Lucas, that's the first thing that comes to
you
mind.
shouldn't think about George Lucas. One trick pony.
Oh, but there was some amazing art. I was pretty happy.
Those artists probably could have, spent more time and energy working on their own creations rather than just paying tribute to shitty movies.
Well, they're trying to sell these, probably. So,
Still.
People love to buy Star Wars shit.
Yeah, well, those people need to stop buying Star Wars shit.
Buy some
stop perpetuating
buy fresh stuff.
Nerdy bullshit.
I agree, but there's a couple I would have liked to buy if I had disposable.
Call them yourself.
Yeah.
And then don't show anybody.
Then it'd be like Alex Ross hanging up drawings that I'd done.
Yeah, he should do that too.
Yeah.
He should only show himself his own artwork.
Oh.
And he should also buy your artwork to hang up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in support of the latter half of it.
Yeah. That way, neither of us have to see any of his work.
Oh, I like
or your work.
I like Alex Ross. I think I I bought a comic with Alex Strauss artwork on the cover this week, I believe. I think he did the Kirby Genesis cover, I'm pretty sure. I know Ryan Sook did one of them.
Because when I think of Kirby, I think of static painted artwork.
Oh.
Fat guys and spandex and armor.
Yeah, see? That's perfect. It works.
I couldn't think of a less Kirby-esque artist that has ever existed.
Really? How about Mike Diana?
More Kirby. More Kirby than Alex Ross.
Yeah. He's got that heroic dynamic,
standing still thing going on. The whole fat guy in a spandex suit standing still. Yeah, that's Alex Ross.
Oh.
And, Ryan Sook, not exactly the most exciting artist in the world, better than Alex Ross.
I like them both.
And Mike Diana, not a good artist at all, but better than Alex Ross. Definitely closer to Kirby than Alex Ross.
Oh, that's crazy talk. I think they're all good in their own way. And I appreciate what Alex Ross is doing. Thank you, Alex.
Go away, Alex. Go away and never come back.
I think about hiring him to do the cover of the next Veggie Dog Saturn.
Then I am out. I will not be there.
Not the special. That one's already been done.
Okay, well then, that's right. Then I will not be buying that particular issue.
You never bought any of them. I give them to you.
Well, then I will not accept it from you.
What if it's autographed Alex Ross? You can sell it on eBay.
You can sell it on eBay for me.
Okay.
I'll even give you 10% of the profits.
Wow. That sounds fair. I'm going to get Alex Ross to paint a picture of us talking about the Herpes monkey. So he's going to have to get a monkey to stand still.
Yeah, well, he's got a good track record of painting fat guys. Sitting, not doing anything.
Well, hey.
That's us.
See? He's on his way. He's on his way to the buyer beware bullpen. Oh, man.
Anyway, I'm sure you were saying something that I was shitting all over you for.
Oh, no, I was done. I just said I saw some sweet... there was some THX 1138 art. A few of those, like 3 or 4. There's some Indiana Jones and some one Howard the Duck. I did not notice any American Graffiti. There may have been one that I just didn't get because, I'm not steeped in American Graffiti.
Right. It's not the franchise that he thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But it had all the stars.
I know,
Howard.
Yeah. Ving Rhames, Tobey Maguire. Yeah. All the cast of Twilight. I did watch, I read Kathleen's post about Twilight, and I watched the trailer to the next Twilight movie. Yeah. It looks pretty amazing.
Yeah. I commented on her blog that she wrote about Twilight, that I've read that the last novel in the Twilight series is so batshit crazy that it would be virtually unfilmable.
Right.
So the fact that they've turned it into 2 movies, like it sparks a curiosity in me that I want to see how they've managed to film this potentially unfilmable movie.
It makes me wonder if all the batshit crazies are going to happen between the movies, and this last movie will be like the aftermath, and they'll just be like, "Wow, that was crazy."
Well, that makes for shitty movies.
Yeah,
like even shittier than a Twilight movie.
Yeah,
and I think that the batshit crazy things are pretty much throughout. That there's no break in the batshit crazy.
So there's not like one event.
No, yeah.
Nuts.
But I'm never going to see it.
Yeah, I don't think I will either.
Nor will I ever read it.
You know what I did see though? Today. I watched the first 3 episodes of season 1 of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'd only ever seen the pilot.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to catch up with my lady.
Alright.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, you go fuck yourself, you asshole.
What? What is that?
Because who has been saying that for a year?
Oh,
and
the guy.
You've been like, it wasn't good. I'm not into this.
I didn't. I
don't want to watch this. I will, but I don't want to. I don't know. I like the comics. It's not Tony Moore. I don't know.
I said I didn't love the pilot, but I liked it. But this time around, I liked it a lot more. I liked it because we watched the pilot again and the first 2 non-pilot episodes. Yeah, I really, really liked it.
Yeah, you go fuck yourself.
Oh, I will. When I leave here, that's my big plan for the night.
Mine too.
Fucking myself and posting something to my blog. About how much I enjoyed fucking myself.
Yeah.
It'll just be a drawing of me with my penis in my own fudge tunnel.
Huh. Well, you've done that before.
Yeah. I don't think I have. I probably have.
I've seen your cartoon penis, probably more than I should have.
More than, I thought you were going to say probably more than I've seen your real one.
Well, definitely more than I've seen your real one. But that's because you're shy.
Yeah. I only pull it out for naked nights.
Which today is not a naked night.
No, unfortunately. It's
just when we have guests.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not uncultured. We only pull out all the stops when we have a guest over.
Anyway.
So our Halloween episode hasn't went up yet, has it?
Oh, yeah.
The final one?
Both are.
Oh, they both are? Okay. Okay. Phantasm one is up.
Yep. Because I told you that Kurt Dins was excited that I yelled at Matt.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. Well, he's kind of a classic personality.
Yeah.
So he likes to yell at people.
Wait, what?
Old school.
What?
He's old school. He likes to yell at people. Kurt Dins.
But I'm the one that yelled.
Well, but he was vicariously yelling through you.
Right.
Yeah, because that's another old school move.
Oh, okay.
Vicarious things.
I'm so confused. Yeah. So you liked The Walking Dead finally?
I really did.
I take it you and your lady watched it this afternoon.
Yeah.
Gonna wrap up that season.
I think we're gonna watch another episode Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Like while we eat dinner, and then maybe next Sunday morning watch the final 2.
Yeah. Of course, season 2 is started. It is on. I've heard mostly good things so far. I haven't watched it.
Oh, really? Yeah. You haven't? Okay.
However, my boss, after the first episode of season 2 aired, came into work. He's like, "Have you guys ever watched that Walking Dead show?" And I didn't say anything because I don't talk at work.
Makes the day go faster.
Yeah. And he was like, "I really liked it last season, but the first episode of the new season started, and if this is the kind of bullshit they're going to be doing for the second season, I'm done."
Oh. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
I don't know.
Did Charlie Adler draw the new one? Because I'm with him. I am with him.
And then he's never mentioned anything about subsequent episodes.
Maybe he got over it and watched them.
Or he's just done.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I'll watch him at some point.
Me too. I have a feeling, unless it just takes a horrible turn, but I loved all 3 of them.
I'm actually very curious what you think of the last couple episodes of that first season, because I enjoyed them, but apparently a lot of people did not. So, I definitely want to know what you think about them.
Yeah, hopefully by this time next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll all know.
And
maybe we'll even know, we can verify the whereabouts of the herpes monkey.
Maybe, probably not.
No, probably.
I think that's, if the big cat didn't eat him, I think that is a mystery for the ages now.
I think it's going to be like the pyramids in Stonehenge and the herpes monkey.
Yeah.
And no one's never going to quite know. Ancient astronauts had something to do with the herpes monkey's disappearance.
I don't have much else. Just been doing my thing that I do.
Doing some drawings?
Doing some drawings, watching some TVs and some movies.
We could plug, we both have a drawing that's going to be up for auction/raffle. I'm not sure how they're doing it.
We could. Well, we could wait.
Yeah.
Especially since I don't know any information at this point.
I know the date.
I know the date and I know where it's going to be, but I don't know, links websites for people to go to. So let's hold off until next week to talk about that.
Okay, we're not doing any artwork. Forget that.
Yeah. And I think both you and I will have updates on our blogs before next week's episode anyway. So
Possibly.
We'll go ahead and talk about it then.
Yeah, okay. Well, watch for that, folks.
There you go.
Keep your ears peeled.
Yeah. Buyer beware. .guttertrash.net.
And JohnBorden.net.
Yep.
You like how we just scratched each other's backs there?
Yeah,
that was good.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, I can pick a movie.
Okay.
We got shit to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do work.
I gotta pee.
Yeah.
I got artwork to scan for you.
Yeah.
We're busy guys.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're making it happen.
I got a movie to finish watching after you
What?
leave. We're all good.
I gotta go home and I might carve a
Fuck
pumpkin.
yourself.
I gotta fuck myself.
Yeah.
Post to my blog, and I might carve a jack-o'-lantern tonight.
I don't understand your obsession with carving jack-o'-lanterns.
It's fun.
Every week for the past month and a half, you've come over and said, well, I can't do this because I gotta go carve some pumpkins.
Yeah, it's what I do. It's how I relieve the stress.
I think you're a pumpkin cereal.
I might be slightly addicted. It's only cereal after I do it 3 times.
Yeah,
This is my.
as we learned.
The latest
Your dark
text.
passenger.
Yeah. I'm reenacting the book of Leviticus through my pumpkins. I can't build up to Revelation. It's just too much. What's the word they used? Some sort of staging. Oh, okay. Damn it! We're too dumb to operate correctly. So my turn to pick a movie.
Yes, it is.
Well, I recently found a DVD that I've been looking for years. Like, literally, every time I've gone into GameSwap in the last 3 years, I've asked them.
Is this a TV show?
Yes! No. That's not what I'm picking.
Okay.
It's building up. I've been looking for this collection of a TV show from the early 90s called Fishing with John.
Right.
And I finally found it second time around last week. And I watched every single episode this week. And it is just as amazing, if not more so than I remember. But one of the episodes, John Lurie goes fishing with Dennis Hopper, the late, great Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
And I started thinking when I was watching that episode, I have not seen enough Dennis Hopper movies in my
Super
lifetime.
Mario Brothers?
I'm waiting for the Blu-ray. It's not out yet. I'll pick it eventually, don't you worry.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, no, I love that one, though.
That's a good one.
one. But no, I looked up for movies I'd never seen with a minute, like 60s, 70s, 80s movies. And I picked one, and I checked on Netflix, and they don't have it. So I picked another one, and I checked on Netflix, and they don't have it. So this one's actually my third pick, but that doesn't mean I want to see it any less because it looks awesome.
Alright.
It stars Dennis Hopper, John Hurt, and Rutger Hauer.
Okay.
And it's called The Osterman Weekend.
I've heard of this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's my pick.
Alright. I am looking forward to that.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I love me some Rutger Hauer.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Dennis Hopper.
Who shouldn't? Who wouldn't? Who couldn't?
I'm okay with John Hurt.
Yeah.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? Which one am I thinking of? Am I thinking
he was in
1984?
Yeah,
okay.
Australian Western, The Proposition.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm not thinking...
Spaceballs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not thinking of Lost in Space and
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's,
William Hurt.
William Hurt, yeah.
Altered States.
Yeah, Altered States, yeah.
Yeah, Osterman Weekend. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
Sweet.
I don't know why I toned it down that second time, but let's do it.
Awesome. I'm glad.
Alrighty then. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, let's get
TCB. Let's TCB.
Yeah. All right. See you next week.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.